everyone. Today I am going to discuss about designing of a bistellar multivibrator. Here in circuit analysis, there are two different types of problems. One is analysis problem. In analysis problem, you given everything like resistor values and transistor parameter values. Only verify that the functionality of the circuit. Coming to the here bistellar multivibrator, we already analyzed one problem. Find stable state voltages and stable state currents. In that case, you given HFE values and resistor values. By using some circuit analysis procedures, we have to calculate voltages and currents. There is another type of problems, that is a design problem. In design problem, you given few specifications and consider few assumptions. Based on specifications and assumptions, we have to find resistor values. Coming to the multivibrator circuit, we have to find resistor values RC, R1 and R2. These are the given specifications. What is given is VCC 10 volts, VBB 10 volts, HFE 100 and IC saturation current, that is equal to 10 milliamps. These are the specifications. Find resistor values RC, R2, R1. Okay. Designing means find the resistor values using some given data, and while designing we have to assume some assumptions. Alright. Observe the circuit carefully. Here let us assume I am assuming T2 transistor on, T1 transistor off. Whenever T2 transistor on, its collector voltage is 0.3 volt. Its base voltage 0.7 volt. T1 transistor off, its collector voltage VCC, its base voltage negative. Now observe this circuit. T2 transistor on, observe this branch RC, R1, R2, only this branch. First find RC, consider the branch RC, then resistor R1, then resistor R2 minus VBB R2 T2 on. This is the current I1 current, this is I2 current, this is IC2 current. This is VCC. Now current I1 is equal to I2 plus IC2. T2 on, IC2 is equal to IC2 saturation. Due to T2 on, maximum current flows through this branch only. Or neglect I2. Neglect I2 current. Now I1 is equal to IC2 saturation. Why I am neglecting the I2 current means T2 transistor on, maximum current, this is the short resistance path or low resistance path, maximum current flows in this direction only. That's why I am neglecting the current I2 current. Once you know the current I1 is equal to IC2 saturation, we know the VCC value, we know the I1 value, we know the VC2 value also. Based on these components, find RC. Just simply apply KVL at outside loop. RC is equal to VCC minus VC2 by I1. VCC is equal to 10 minus 0.3 by I1 is equal to IC saturation 10 milliamperes. That is equal to 9.3 by 10 milliamperes. The value is equal to 970 ohms. Now the value is equal to 970 ohms. So first resistor RC 970 ohms. This is the procedure. First calculate the collector resistor RC. Once again let us assume T2 on, whenever T2 on, its collector voltage VCT is equal to 0.3 volts. Neglect the current I2 current. Why? Because T2 transistor on, it offers very low resistance path. Maximum current flows in this direction. I1 is equal to approximately is equal to IC2. IC2 is equal to saturation current, that is given in the specification part. Okay. Now apply KVL to the output loop. Then RC is equal to VCC minus VC2 by I1. Then RC is equal to 970 ohms. Just coming to the second, R2. Resistor R2. Observe here. Resistor R2. Consider this branch. Again T2 on. This is minus VBB. This is R2. This is IB2. This is VB2. And current flowing through R2 is I4. Now here one more assumption here is, let us assume IB2 is equal to, on transistor base current is equal to 2 times IB minimum. So IB minimum is equal to IC2 by HF. IC2 is equal to 10 milli. 10 milli by HF is 100. Now IB2 is equal to 2 times 2 into 20 milli by 100. Now IB2 is equal to 0.2 milliamperes. 0.2 milliamperes. IB2 current. Once you know the IB2 current, and again one more assumption here. Let us assume I4, current flowing through R2 resistor, I4 is equal to IB2 by 10. So this is based on thumb rule. I4 is equal to IB2 by 10. That is equal to 0.2 milli by 10, 0.02 milliamperes. Once you know the I4 current, already you know the VB2 and VBB, then you can easily find R2 value. Equal to R2 is equal to VB2 minus VBB by I4. This VB2 is equal to 0.7 because T2 transistor on, minus plus 10 by I4 0.02 milli. Then from that R2 is equal to 535 K. R2 value is equal to 535. Once again here, how to calculate R2? First of all, calculate the IB2. IB2, let us assume that IB2 is equal to 2 times IB2 minimum. IB2 minimum is equal to IC2 by HFE. Once you know the IB2, and again one more. Now last one, resistor R1. Okay, observe this branch. T1 of its collector voltage VC1, that is equal to VCC, this branch. T1, its collector voltage VCC, T1 of this is the resistor R1 and current flowing through the IB2, I4. Current flowing through R1 resistor is I3. I3 is equal to IB2 plus I4. IB2 0.2 milli plus I4 is equal to 0.02 milli. Then finally I3 is equal to 0.22 milliamperes. Once you know the I3 current, you can easily find R1. Why? Because this one is VC1 VCC and this is VB2 0.7. Now R1 is equal to VC1 minus VB2 by I3 current. VC1 is equal to VCC minus 0.7 by I3 current. That is equal to 10 minus 0.7 by 0.22 milli. Then R1 is equal to 42.27 K. Now R1 is equal to 42.27 kilo ohms. So this is the procedure for calculating the resistor values. Once again, while calculating or while designing the any circuit, we have to some assumptions. We have to follow certain assumptions and given data, we have to design or calculate the resistor values. The simple one is, again we have to follow this method. First calculate the RC. Let us assume T2 on. Whenever T2 on, its collector voltage 0.3 and maximum current force in this direction, then RC is equal to VCC minus VC2 by I1. I1 is equal to IC2. From that RC is equal to 970 ohms. Then coming to the R2, again here is two assumptions. Current flowing through R2 is I4 and again IB2 here, current entering through base of T2 transistor. IB2 is equal to 2 times IB2 minimum. IB2 minimum is equal to IC2 by HFE. Once you know the IB2, I4, one more assumption is I4 is equal to IB2 by 10. Very small amount of current flows in this direction. I4 is equal to IB2 by 10. Okay, we know you can calculate the I4. Once you know the I4, R2 is equal to VB2 minus VBB by I4. Okay. Now based on that, R2 is equal to 535 kilo ohms. Now coming to the last R1 resistor, T1 off, its collector voltage VCC, VB2, T2 on, VB2 0.7. Now current flowing through R1 is I3. I3 is equal to I4 plus IB2. Once you know the I3, then R1 is equal to VC1 minus VB2 by I3. Then that is equal to 42.27 kilo ohms. This is the design for a bistable multivibrator circuit. Thank you.